Hey everybody, Happy New Year's Eve. It is December 31st, 2022, last day of the year. This year has been a roller coaster, ups and downs, good and bad. I saw somewhere, and I can't remember if it was Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, someone had written everything that was bad about like 2022, and then they had a little bonfire. They wrote it on a list, had a little bonfire, and burnt that. And this is when I wish I had a fireplace in my house. And I did the same thing. Um, I wrote it on a list. I shredded it in my shredder, and then I have a little metal bowl that I am going to burn it. Um, I put everything down from a jerk of an old boss I had, and of course, losing both my cats, Lolly and June. Doing pretty good. It comes and goes in waves. And anyway, oh, that little one right there is Gwen, the black cat, June's sister. Um, but I wanted to hope everybody has a great 2023. It's hard to believe that's going to be here any moment. Um, and, next year I have things that I want to accomplish, and I wrote them down. Work on my website. I need a new computer. I need to be better at editing and also taking photos. Try not to ramble. Keep to a subject. But also just, enjoy life. Make myself happy. And I don't know if you guys write down resolutions, goals, manifestations, however, whatever you call it. I've got some for myself. And I saw this, and I did see this on Instagram, but I don't remember the person's name. I wrote it down somewhere and can't find it. But she talked about, and I did this, and I love it. It's like, think of it as December 31st, 2023, and you've looked back on the year of everything that you've accomplished. This is what manifestation is. Instead of saying, I want to blah, blah, blah. I want to go to Greece. I want to buy an RV trailer. Want is a word that's showing you lack of. And I truly believe that. So I wrote down, I, excuse me, I have my website up. I'm painting more. I'm creating more. I'm getting together with friends. I went to Greece. I really want to go to Greece. Was supposed to go to Greece in 2020 for my cousin's birthday. And of course, 2020 happened. The ironic thing about that is the day I was put on furlough from my job that I eventually was let go of permanently, I got my passport in the mail. You talk about irony. Anyway, but so I wrote down everything that I want to accomplish as that it happened. And I really love that. And the person said to put it in a place that you would see it all the time. So I put it on my mirror in my bedroom. And, it was things as silly as dressing up and going to the symphony. Like I talked in my previous video when I was rambling on about my cat Lolly. Knoxville Museum of Art, sign that and join membership there and go to their functions. And then there is a medieval festival, and I believe it's Harriman or Harrogate city. Anyway, going there. And then there is a pirate festival, and I still can't remember the city of that. That's in. And of course, going to just the different antique places and thrift stores I go to. There is a bookstore that is opening close to where I live, and I had planned on stopping by there Friday after work yesterday, but obviously was not in the best mental frame of mind to do that. Um, Work was a nice distraction. So, um, this, if, ooh, this right here, this little, oops, get it so you can see her. This little fur thing, of course, she is like a year old there, is Lolly. And then this was her sister, Mona Lisa. I've had 4 black cats in my life. I know I'm trying not to divulge. I can't speak. I'm trying to pronounce correctly, and I'm trying not to go on rants, but Mona Lisa is the only cat that I ever got on purpose. The rest have either been given to me by someone dropping them off in my yard or finding them next door. But Lolly was dropped off in my yard, was what I'm referring to that. But the 4 black cats that I've had, I had a boy and a girl, black cats, named Boris and Natasha, because a friend of mine had 2 cats named Rocky and Bullwinkle. But we southernized their names. My dad started calling Boris Bo, and then Natasha, Tasha, from, Bullwinkle. And Bo became my dad's cat. And they were like just glued together. But anyway, so it's been hard, but I wrote that down on my list to let go of that emotion, not to think what did I could have done. Again, I'm trying to talk slowly, and when I talk slowly, I have a tendency to mumble my words. So, and anyway, but I'm trying to live through my emotions, let them come out, not suppress them. I really believe that that is more damaging. But I know she had a good life. 16 years, that's long. I think I know part of the grieving and was just the suddenness of it, and a month after losing June. So, but she had a good life, and I loved her dearly. So, the other things that I want to accomplish in life, well, yeah. Oh, gotta stop rambling and apologizing. Again, sorry. Why does other people make this look so easy? I know, don't compare yourself to other people. So, but I do, especially when it comes to these videos. That is a goal that I have for next year, or I'm going to manifest that I talk clearly and precisely. So, I would like to sell the house that I am. For me, it's too big. It's also 2 stories. I would like a 1-level house because, you only get older, and this house was my mom and dad's. I bought it when my mom passed away, and it's not a house that I could see myself growing old in. And because of the memories of it, it's not my house, even though I could paint all the walls, the colors, this is the paint color called celery that my folks painted their house. Yeah, I want color on my walls. And I like I was saying earlier, I could paint it, but it's still doesn't feel like home. I don't know if you guys have that, where sometimes you get an apartment, it's not exactly what you want, but you need an apartment or a house, or you get a roommate because of whatever, and it's not exactly home. And then there are other places that you find, like I had this one apartment that I loved, and it's like, I wish I could move back in there. Of course, apartment is not very realistic when you have cats. A lot of places don't allow pets or dogs, let alone cats. More places, I think, will take dogs over cats because they think cats will destroy stuff worse. I don't. If anything, it's the person's, um, furniture. Anyway, but I'm looking forward to 2023. I have goals for myself, as in, I want to, hopefully get back into craft fairs. They're not as many like they have been. I want to get my website up and going, and eventually, would to be able to support myself from my art and the jewelry that I make. I make this is this was a clip earring, and I found just one, and I made a ring out of it, and I've done that with several earrings. And then especially if they don't have a partner, I take the back off and I mount them and I make them a ring. And then I've taken earrings that have been a clip or the screw-on kind and make them pierced or a hoop dangle. So I want to get my crafts out there and make a living at it. Working for somebody else is very difficult. When the new boss I have now, he's not as rude or of a jerk or interrupts me when I'm talking like my old boss, but sometimes he's a bit clueless. I don't know of a better word to say. You tell him something and he'll forget about it, or you'll ask him about days off or what. Oh, I don't know. Call HR, and I want to think you're the one who should know that. Anyway, he's not a bad guy. He's just, clueless. So working for myself, of course, my mom and dad had their own business. Both of my sets of grandparents had their own business, and working for yourself, you work 24/7 and you sacrifice a lot, but at the same time, you have a lot of good. If you're lucky, you have good customers. There's pros and cons, but there's pros and cons, in anything. So, but there's another thing that I want to talk about: manifestation for the new year to come out. This is one of my favorites, and I write a journal. In the morning, I write, I'm grateful for at least 5 things, from everything from I'm grateful for my house and my car, and, that I'm overweight because that means I have food to eat, that for clean water, and to more specific, my mom and dad, the people that have hurt me, because that way I've learned. So this is one of my favorite manifestations, and it's true. It's hard when you feeling down on yourself, to think this, but I try to take a negative and I turn it around. But this is my favorite. It goes, your mind is like a garden. You can plant seeds or weeds, and you can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. I think I said that wrong, but anyway. And that's true. If you have a negative thought, which, comes and goes, a lot of times there was a study and it said how many negative thoughts people have a day. You have to catch yourself and you have to turn it around. And, that can be hard. Like, I was a terrible mother. How could I let this happen to Lolly? Or, I didn't cause June to have cancer. May could have caught it earlier, but the doctor says, and it's sort of like breast cancer, but there was a bigger word for it, that cats don't usually survive this type of a cancer. And then Lolly, because I think she had a stroke, and the doctor thinks she had a stroke because her head was kind of tilted. But again, they won't ever know. seeing her take her last breath was hard. With June, when they gave her the medicine, they basically put you under first. They give you a heavy sedative, and then they put in the stuff, and I have a hard time saying the E word, but when she was euthanized, she was at peace. Molly seemed to be suffering, but she wasn't like hours and hours. It was minutes. So I'm taking these thoughts, these emotions, and remembering the good. And I try to do that. And I've tried to do that for several years, even before COVID. Try to look on the bright side. And I used to have a girl I went to school with. I can't remember if it was junior high or high school. Yes, I'm that old that we call it junior high. That was always happy. It was sort of like that girl on the Ellen TV show that always wore pink and was always chipper. And on the old TV show Murphy Brown, I've been watching a lot of reruns of that. Corky, I think is the character's name. And sometimes you just, how can they be so happy? And then I started trying to be like that. And it's like, there's a difference between being super happy and positive and kind of naive and happy. Or I think it is like, see the bright side of everything. Well, sometimes you can't. But I'm trying to look at positive of everything. I got a different boss. He's not rude like the other guy. He at least lets me finish a sentence and listens to me. So that's good. The old job I worked at before I got laid off permanently from them from COVID is having some problems. So it's kind of nice that I got out of working for them. Yeah, it kind of sucked that I had to look for another job. But things work out for the best. And then that saying about God closes a door and opens a window, well, it's true. You just have to be open to it, which is hard. So anyway, another thing that I want to accomplish in the coming year is I have these books, like I said in my previous video, and I want to read them more. So this is by H.D. Lawrence, Lady Chatterley's Lover. Like I said, I've never seen the movie, and I can't wait to read the book. Lady Chatterley's Lover with the erotic paintings of H.D. Lawrence. The complete original unexpurged edition. The other thing is, though, I have this book that I have been reading. As you can tell, I've not gotten very far. The Woman Who Heard Color by Kelly Jones. I like it. I've not stopped reading it because I don't like it. I've just been in a funk all year. Kind of stuck. My making of being stuck. But the premises of is this lady looks for paintings that were stolen during World War II. And then all the other stuff. And then I have another book that I can't wait to read. So, now, see, this would be a resolution that I would break, or a goal that I probably wouldn't make. Say, I'm going to read a book a week, or two books a month. I'm going to read. But this one is Paris by the Book by Liam Callahan. And I can't wait to read this. Let me get my glasses. When eclectic novelist Robert Eddy, E-A-D-Y, promptly vanishes, and only clue left behind for his family is 4 unexpected plane tickets to Paris. And of course, it goes on, and this is what Liam Callahan looks like. I can't wait to read this. So I've got it by my chair. The only bad thing of it is that it's been there all year. So, yeah. So, the other thing is, I bought roller skates, and I've not been practicing as much, but hopefully, of course, obviously not this winter, there's not a really good place to practice. Anyway, I want to get at least to the point where I can go and not fall. But anyway, I don't know if any of you would be interested in doing a book club type of a thing. I watch Jade the Libra, and she does where she gives you 2 choices and you guys pick, and her theme is kind of gothic and dark decor, which I love her. Anyway, but what I thought I would do is say, hey, I'm reading this book. If you guys want to find this book and read it, whether it is Audible or downloading it, buying the hardcover, but I would have to say, okay, I'm going to read this by the end of the month. And yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I want to do that. And again, want is lacking of. And but that is one of the top things on my list that I want to accomplish this year, is to read more and to draw more, to practice painting, even if I think it looks like crap, just being more creative, because I have realized when I'm not, it just hurts my soul. So, do you guys have anything that you enjoy doing and that you haven't done that maybe in 2023 you can start again? So, if you do, leave a comment down below. But, well, I just wanted to pop up here and wish everybody a happy new year and say goodbye to December and 2022 and hello 2023 in January. And then let's just make it better. Try to, think positive, send out happy vibes, and just realize you are loved and life is short. So take the trip, enjoy your friends if you have good friends, and family if you're close with family. And if you're like me and you have a very small group of people in your life, send them a random card, send them a letter, or text them. And if you're lucky, hug them. Have lunch with them, have dinner with them. If you have a friend that, like the one I was talking about always canceling on you, give them one more try. At least you tried. If it doesn't work out, you put the effort, and it's on them. And it's their loss, because life is too short to not be happy. And again, Happy New Year. Bye.